Hi there. So yeah, today we're talking about the perfect ridgeline. Now, perfect is a subjective kind of concept. There's some things that I'm looking for here that for me make it perfect. I'm looking for lightweight, I'm looking for ease of use, and I'm looking for the ability to see it in the dark. Now, I know for some people they've got different criteria, but for me these are the three main criteria. And I've played around with a lot of ridge lines, and this is basically what I've come up with that for me is the perfect ridge line. Let me show you what I've got here. So I have got 550 paracord. Now you'll notice this paracord here has got... That was my cat rubbing itself against the tripod and nearly knocking it over. I apologize for that. This is 550 paracord. Nice bright blue, and it's got sewn into it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got reflective material sewn into it, okay? So when it's dark and I'm looking for my equipment, my gear, my things like that, this is very, very easy to find. It stands out and it's reflecting in the dark, okay? And what I've got is 40 feet. Now, some people say, oh, ridgeline between 20 and 30 feet. Well, here in the Pacific Northwest, one of the problems we've got is these huge walking great trees that take up about 8 feet of whatever you've got just to get around it. So in this case, I've got 40 feet. And along there, I have got a prusik knot with this cord here. And again, reflective material, bright and easy to see. I also have another prusik knot with a cord, bright orange, and again with reflective material, nice and easy to see. That's the key thing here, nice and easy to find. And my cat is playing with the string, thinking this is a lot of fun. I'm playing with him. And another one, a third prusik knot, again reflective, bright orange. And at this end here, I've got the classic bow line. All right. At the other end, I've got nothing. I've got no knot, I've got no loop, I've got a cat at the other end playing with the line. Oh, he's having a great time today. Nothing, just cut at the end and singed. So let me show you how I set this up. Okay, so what I've done, I've wrapped my paracord with a bow line loop right there around the tree. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to feed a loop through there. And I'm going to take a stick. Now I recommend getting a stick that's wider than a pencil, but not too wide. Feed it through that loop, pull it tight, and pull it against the tree. Like that. And that is going to hold secure, and I can put a massive amount of weight on there and that's not coming off. That's not going anywhere, okay? So that's how I anchor to the first tree, all right? So before I get started showing you my perfect system that I like, let's talk about a couple of others. There's a taut line hitch. Now, one of the problems I have with a taut line hitch is by the time I get down to the tree and around the tree, I've used up a lot of line. So I'm down to just a little bit of line. That's sometimes a problem. So now I've got here, and I'm going to wrap that around a couple of times. Come back over here, go over there, and through like that. Got my taut line there. I'm going to pull it tight. And okay, a little bit. And there we go, my taut line hitch. The problem with the taut line hitch is that tying this knot when my fingers are cold and wet or I'm wearing gloves is a real pain in the neck. The other thing is, once this gets wet and I've got to undo this in the morning, this is kind of a hassle. This is loose right now, but you get this nice and tight, and this is a pain to get undone. You can do kind of a slippery taut line hitch if you've got enough line. You go around through and just kind of do a loop through there, kind of like a slippery half hitch. But that's also a hassle when your fingers are cold and wet, or you've ran out of line like I've done, okay? So I don't like that one so much. The other one, of course, is the classic trucker's hitch. Now, you get a loop, and I've run out of line here, so this is kind of difficult. And I got there, and all right, through there. Whoops! Oh, I dropped it. Oh, crap! Now I gotta tie it again. Okay, let's get through there. Get my line through the loop. There we go. Okay, and I can start pulling it tight. Now, the problem I've found is that with this, if I'm too close to the tree, I start running out of room. If I'm too far away, I've got to retie it down here somewhere, okay? And it's a hassle if your fingers are cold and wet again, right? Or you're wearing gloves. So how do we solve that problem? Well, that, my friends, is where the press-up knot with a comes in, okay? Let me show you this close up so you can get a good idea of why I think this is perfect. Now, the nice thing with this prusik I've got here is I can move it wherever I want. It's got the loop, and it is essentially a trucker's hitch, pre-tied, ready to go wherever I need it. I just put my line from the tree in there, pull that nice and tight, tie a slippery half hitch right there. I've already got a knot there that kind of jams again, so it's not going to come undone. And that's it. That's all I need. And this is why I like the system over doing a trucker's hitch with a taut line. It's there, ready to go, and easy to work with. Now for my rainfly, for my hammock, pretty much the same thing for the tarp, but I don't have any grommets. What I have instead is this loop at the end of the rainfly. Okay, and I'm going to take my prusik knot, go through that loop, and again, Marlin Spike time. Take my stick, go from one side, go behind, stick it through, pull it nice and tight, like that, and there we go. And now I can set up the other one just the same, and I can get it nice and tight. Now, some of you who are more weight conscious may be wondering, hey, that looks great and everything, Glenn, but how much does that weigh? 70 grams. So this is 40 feet of reflective paracord, 3 prusik knots, and these prusik knots, the orange ones, are kind of long. This one's kind of long too. And they also have reflective material, 70 grams. And this will take care of all my Ridgeline needs. All right, so this is my perfect Ridgeline. You've probably got one. I'd like to hear about it. If you've got the perfect Ridgeline that you think is better than anything else and works perfectly for you, I'd like to hear about it. Put it in the comments section, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And my friends, as always, I hope to see you out on the trail, enjoying the great outdoors, using the perfect Ridgeline. Yours.